Back, guys. It has been massive week with all this shutdown crap and all that going on, but just getting me ducks in a row. So if we do shut down, I've got heaps to do and heaps of live streams and heaps of time to spend with you guys. Me and young Jake have been getting stuff set up today for at home. So at home, I've taken the red Jag home. As you can see, she's not here. So I'll have an engine swap to do on the red Jag. I moved the 300ZX out the back, and I've got a few gauges to fit in that and door trims and just little cleanup bits to do on that. So that way when we come out the other side of this shutdown, I'll have that ready to sell. The Mini, okay, that's the next one. The Mini has been, first comment, mad stuff, KS Vids, legend. All right. The Mini has been giving us nothing but grief. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? So what we've discovered has happened with the Mini. We did get her going and registered and all the rest of it. Okay. It is together, right? But Leith's got the carby at home now because he's rebuilding it tonight. That carby there is a H4. It is too big. Mr. Jack, dude, mate, thank you. I appreciate the support. At the moment, I'm stressing being self-employed. And all these packages that the government's putting out are for big business with staff. When you're just yourself, nothing. But anyway, we'll get through it, guys. We will get through it, and thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And for the other guys that have made shirt orders and stuff in the last couple of days, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I know times are tough for everyone and tight, and for you guys to be there supporting me and buying merch and shirts right now, it means a lot, guys. It really does. But anyway, righto. So what we discovered, okay, is with the Mini, when the carby is too large, because the carbies run vacuum, okay, so the amount of vacuum the engine makes lifts the slide and puts the fuel in. When the engine's small and it doesn't make enough vacuum, it doesn't lift the slide and it doesn't draw enough fuel. So when you rev it and it starts to go whoa at sort of 3 grand, but you spray fuel into the carby and she livens up, because then it's got more fuel because it can't draw that fuel, but you're giving more fuel, if you know what I mean. I put mine in last night after we spoke. Thank you very much, Mr. Jack. Absolute champion, buddy. Thank you. Nicole went to post stuff this morning, but the post office was shut. She's got to go down and get some more things, but that'll happen Monday morning now. But anyway, okay, cars. So, and then just by chance, like I've chased all over Brisbane, online, getting stuff posted, be trying to get these carbies sorted out, waiting for guys to get back to me. In the end, we ended up getting the bits and pieces that we needed to, let's take there. I ended up buying this carby off a bloke down in Brisbane to get the bottom jet piece, just for that piece there. So I got that bit off him, we got it all running, and it was too big. Okay, so then just by chance, I'd done a tow last night, about 45 k's towards Brisbane in a little town called Blackbutt, and I walk into this, I pulled up there and I'm loading this car and I've looked and there's an old Morris body sitting there. And I said, dude, I delivered a Morris like that up to Harvey Bay the other day. It was a really nice thing. Started talking to him. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I said, I bought a Mini. He goes, I've got a Mini here that I want to sell. We're thinking about maybe buying it. It's an early model one. But anyway, that'll be after all this shutdown stuff. But he goes, oh, I've got a heap of parts. And I walked into his shed and not a word of a lie. Like, you can see how far it is back to there. Half as wide, but just shelves and shelves full Mini parts. Boxes, shelves this way, full of fuel pumps here, alternators here, water necks here, Ben Arnold. Dude, mate, thank you, mate. But I do appreciate the support, guys. But if you guys have got kids and families, things are going to get tight, guys. I do appreciate the support, and I do, please look after yourselves. Like, things are going to get tight. If they do get tight, we all need to band together. Anyway, but thank you. I'm not saying don't support the channel, but I'm just saying make sure you're looking after your family. That's number one. Yeah, so anyway, Mini parts everywhere. Everything I could need. Everything I've just ordered. New water hoses, water necks, fuel pumps, everything. And then so I bought off him yesterday a small H2 carby, which Leith has at home now. And then I got this manifold off him as well. I've just been spending the last couple of hours. There was a big piece on the end of here that I had to grind off. See those bolt holes there? That there come right up to about there. Okay, and that's the bottom, that's the top. I will do a bit more, but it was starting to get a bit hot to hold. But I'm just cleaning that up now, and then that will go on with my extractors, like that. But before how it was, like that, you wouldn't have got clearance, like that. You wouldn't have got clearance here before I ground all that off, okay? But I'm going to clean that up a bit more and get it a bit nicer. So that's going to give us the right size carby for the Mini. I've also bought out of Sydney, off Gumtree, and I hope you guys are going to send it. I'm a little bit worried, but anyway, a side draft Weber. So it has the 2 stacks, and we're going to use that in conjunction with our blower. Okay, so there's a bit of Mini stuff going on still, guys. The Mini's come up really well, but she still needs a lot more love, but we are getting there with her. What else have I got for the Mini to show you? I think that's about it. I've got a little bit of paint here to do some touch-ups. We're not going to get stuck into painting this Mini anytime soon. We're going to move on to other projects. But it's pretty sweet. Like, the interior is quite nice in it now. For you guys that haven't seen, I'll give you a bit of a guided tour of the inside of the Mad Mini with our Honda Civic seats. So the Honda Civic seats, guys, as you can see, look pretty good in the front. And then in the back, that's how that come up in the back. You guys remember the dodginess that I done with that? Is that going to get in there? No. Sorry about the lighting. But anyway, the Mini did come up quite well in the back. Yeah, it's all one piece. I've still got to do a parcel shelf, but our black vinyl stuff turned up for some more parcel shelves and stuff to do. Okay. Killer Pandas, dude, thank you very much, mate. Love the support. Thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm busy for the next couple of days, and then I think things are going to slow down. So if you're stuck at home, we're going to do live streams. I've got that Jag to do. I've got a lot of projects so that we can just cruise together, guys, and play cars, talk cars, and yeah, do an engine swap. And Mia will be set up with a little table and do some drawing. So Skyline, I have got the rear window here. That's going to get fitted tomorrow. Who likes me visor? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Seen one of them in a Skyline before? Probably not, because that's out of a Camry. But anyway, yeah, got some other wheels too, which is pretty cool. This front bar here, a Monaro bar come in, this one. We're going to use that one for our wide body manual rear turbo thing if we ever get to it. So that's a start of that. We are playing bikes today, and we've been doing that. We'll get there in a second. The 300ZX that come in, we've driven it, haven't done much more since you saw us last time. Like, I have been just working, guys, just trying to get as much money together as I can, so the shutdown comes and I can relax. But having you guys to play with, it's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to actually sit down and edit up a mad intro for the channel. And coming out the other side of the lockdown, if we do get locked down, I'm going to try and go back to at least 2 edited videos a week and probably a few live streams. So I know a lot of you guys like the edited stuff, and we'll go from there. Right, next car. Bought a car. You all laugh. You bought a car. Of course you bought a car. You buy heaps of cars. Right, good to see your subs going up. Yeah, we've had a bit of a spike in subs in the last week or so. I've been noticing the emails come through, which is great. So anyone that's just got on board, welcome. A little bit about me. I run a towing company, have a bit of a wrecking yard. Can't help myself but buy more and more cars. I do a lot. I don't finish a lot. I play a lot. I enjoy myself. I don't have a lot of money, just like you guys, and I try to get the most out of every dollar. And a lot of the stuff you see me do will be trying to save money but still build the coolest car we can with next to no cash. But anyway, just come along for the ride. It's always good for a laugh. Okay, so Series 3 XJ6. The guys I sell all my scrap cars to rang me and said it come in. Swap you the old VG body kit for VS front bar. Okay. Sorry, here's not the page for that, Jess. It's parts page with Leaf. Series 3 XJ6. Okay, when I bought it, the bonnet wouldn't even open. We couldn't get it open. But Captain and me got it open a couple of days ago. Now, it's got all this action going on, which always helps. That's where our spark plugs are, guys. It's a Series 3, so it's fuel injected. Okay, so you can see our fuel injection. Now, we need this fuel injection manifold to do our turbo car, because at the moment the air runs through this way, through our airflow meter, down through into here. We weld that up, we chop the end of the manifold here, and this is where our throttle body goes on, okay, for our intercooler at the front. So this is one of the manifolds that we need to run our turbo on our other Jag, but we did get it to run. Leith had to hotwire it, right, because there's no, it didn't come with a key. As you can see, he's got the ignition and all that pulled apart there, and these are his wires here to hotwire it. And I'm in the front here, right, spraying fuel in here, right, and doing the throttle here. Next minute, bang! And there was just this massive fireball, like it was huge. And I just threw the petrol thing, and it just, yeah, I lost my eyebrows and all the hairs off my arm. They're only just starting to come back now. It was crazy. If we had been filming, you guys would have laughed your ass off at me. But anyway, but we did get it to run enough to hear that it's not knocking. It seemed to have good oil pressure, so it's good. So the motor's coming out of this one. We were going to do it today, but might do it tomorrow because I think we're going to play bikes this afternoon. So then I've got this one and the Series 1, the red Jag, at home. So by the time we come out of the lockdown, I've got an inlet manifold gasket coming because we're still going to run carbies to start with. Should have the red one running and driving. When I got the red Jag out of the workshop, it sat over there, and I said, delete those 20s, have to go. They're too big, they look ridiculous. So we are going to go back to hubcaps and super low hubcaps, same as my old white one. But it looked pretty cool, and we're pretty happy about that. Probably run a big 225 or something on the back and a 205 on the front for a bit of a staggered look. But anyway, you guys will see that as we lower it and get through further. So
I want to show them how mine sits on 20s.
Yep, we'll go and have a look at Jake's Series 3 in a second. Okay, so it's a sunroof car. Obviously, it's full-time sunroof. It's pretty rough, this thing. But by getting this one, it means I took all that interior out of that really good Series 2 I've got out the back, right? But now that's a complete car again if someone wanted to build it. So the seats are shit at best. But nothing works. It's all seized up and stuff. But it's a good motor and box, apparently. I can't even get the doors open. They're that bad. Like, it's just, yeah. But anyway, she's rusty all through here. I haven't even opened the boot on this thing before. I don't even know what's in there. There's no key. I can't get that open. But it doesn't matter. The rest of this is really irrelevant. But yeah, you can see on this how much room we're going to have for the turbos. It's just going to be cool. Can't wait. The Series 3 Jag, which is this one, has a better gearbox. Same gearbox, but slightly stronger than the Series 1s and 2s. But we will get this out, clear all this crap out, and go from there and take it over to home. Jake's motorbike that's in there, I said ages ago I swapped the Series 3, and this is the Series 3 that I swapped. Jake's over here playing cars today with me, so we'll have a quick look at her, eh? This has got 20s on it. I had to go through the same process as mine to get them under. This one doesn't scrub too bad. Different 20s have slightly different offsets, but it's got a big dish on it. We had to chop the inside again. But this car's longer than mine, right? It says this is a long wheelbase. So if you take out, say, that finger width out of there, it makes the car, my one looks shorter, right? And then with 20s, it looks too high. It doesn't look right. But when we end up back over at my place, guys, I'll show you what it looks like with the 20s, and I'll put a picture up on our Facebook Pathfinder page so you can see my old white one on the standard wheels with the white walls, and it looks schmick. Not only that, I want to daily it, and it won't scrub because this thing scrubs a bit, doesn't it, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how it is. But yeah, this is a pretty tidy old girl. It's a Vanderplar, which means it has every option and everything else. Now, this is a Series 3, but it's had carbies put back on it to get rid of that injection, because that injection is pretty shit. But, oh, you need to get that fan shroud.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of little bits and pieces that Jake will be able to grab now off this one while we're pulling it apart to complete his car. What's that?
What I'm looking for.
Here we go. He's off buying parts. What's that?
For the trim.
This is a Vanderplar, man. Very, very hard to find. You'll have to get that back on somehow. We'll have a look at that. You need the clip more than anything. We'll have a look. This one won't have it, man. It's only a stock one. But the main event today, guys, is the motorbike. Finally getting back to the bike. It's been sitting there for a while. And yeah, I'm going to start with pipes. There's a lot of police cars on the highway between Melbourne and Adelaide today. Drove through, border closed. Thank goodness they didn't pull us up. I think trucks will be okay for a while. Matt said, nice car, Jake. Thanks, Matt. Deep dish steelies. I wouldn't mind to do a deep dish steely for the Jag and run the dress trim and that, which would be pretty cool, actually. So, yeah. Haven't seen an old flap style airflow sensor for a while. Yeah, they're average sort of old system, aren't they? But yeah, but I do have that grey one out the back. So getting that car, I'll put all the interior and door trims and stuff back into the one out the back. And a couple of guys have sort of indicated they want to build a Jag. So at least I'll have everything there for someone to be able to put one together, because I've got a non-rusty one out the back. Righto, back to the old Korean hell cycle. Righto, so quick update for guys that haven't been along with us all the way. We've done bars, mirrors, we've lowered the back. I still need to do the inside of these so the bolts fit properly. We've dropped this thing, it was about there, so about 150 mil down. We were just discussing this rear seat. I'm not going to change this seat or chop it, but I am going to, see this one here, it's going to be just a two-seater, yeah, righto. So, rear seat. I was going to chop this foam, rewrap it, and just have a small pad here. But talking to Jake a minute ago, I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of the padding altogether, gone, and fiberglass a cover that still bolts down onto the normal mount, but it will just run flush with the guard. It'll still run that lip, obviously. I can't get rid of this guard because I think I've bolted it back on. I have. Under the seat here, under the seat, you've obviously got your battery. That bit doesn't matter, but under here is all the wiring. If you see here where that drops down into that big box thing there, it is a nightmare. It's just to chop this guard, and realistically, guys, let's be serious, it's just a Korean motorbike. It's not worth spending that much time on. I am very, very happy with how it's come up, but I'm not going to spend a heap of time and money when I've got other stuff to do. But I would like just to finish this thing off. So anyway, that seat will remain, and then the we'll just make a block off for on there, because as you can see, that's going to look all right with it like that, with just the block off. But we'll worry about that later. That's not our mission for today. Our mission for today, if you wish to accept it, is pipes. So they're the muffler tips we got. Okay, these ones. We do have a oxygen sensor that goes in there. I've got exhaust wrap to wrap all these. I'm just going to hit this with some black now so we can just see how it's going to look. We just went through the process, and I'll go through it with you guys again now, but I'll quickly just paint these pipes because they're going to go black with the wrap, but I'll just quickly paint them now so that you guys can see what we're dealing with, and we'll ask for your opinion. My opinion is where they're sitting now, because the bike is so long and the sway bar looks so heavy, the pipes need to be back further. When you shorten them up, I don't think it looks right, but we'll get your opinion, okay? So I'll just grab some paint and quickly just hit those pipes with a bit of paint, and then, yeah, we'll get the full effect then of what it's going to look like with doing exhaust wrap. I've never done exhaust wrap before, but that doesn't mean we're not going to do it today. I've got the clips and all the little bits and pieces you need to do them, so we'll just see where we end up, guys. What's the worst that can happen? You've seen me do dodgier things, I'm sure. All that'll just burn off eventually anyway, but yeah. This is just gonna, so we can just see what it's gonna look like, guys. Alright, so that's what they'll look like with the black exhaust wrap, give or take. Now that's what they're like with them long, okay? And then if I bring them in heaps further, I'll get rid of that piece, in theory. Let's rub it back in there, should I? All right, so we shorten them right up, so they come right in like that. Same with this bottom one. right in there like that, or something like that at least, in there like that. It shows more of the swing arm, okay. Right, so we'll step back, we'll have a look, guys, see what you reckon.
You got a couple comments.
All right, so let's have a look. See, when you shorten it up like that, Arnold, for sure, chrome dress rings. Yeah, do you guys have any VKs? Sorry, Chris, no, VKs are very hard to come by. After hours workshop, g'day, how are you? Yesterday, did a pretty fat shed skid. Nothing to do with my project car, panel and paint. A few months shut down. Oh, you're going to be shut down for a while. That sucks with the corona carry on. All right. Okay, so I'll get Jake to hold that again. So you can see the pipes are back here. I personally think they need to be further that way. That just looks too stubby like that. It needs to hide that swing arm. So I'm going to pull them back out. We'll show you again. Then I'm going to chop it. We'll weld them on and go from there. But yeah, short. You reckon short pipes, Matt?
Short pipes.
There you go.
That's what I thought.
Jake reckons short pipes as well. I'm just not there. I'm.
And the pipes will look slightly fatter with the exhaust wrap.
Yeah, they'll look like it. At the end of the day, it is a Korean motorbike. It's not a bloody Harley. It is sort of what it is. But I don't know. I'm liking the length of them. And I'm thinking, instead of them being straight up and down like that, I'm liking them on a bit of an angle like that, so it makes it look like that opening's larger. See, because if I put them on an angle like that, it just makes that look a bit bigger. If it's straight up and down like that, and then if I don't get them exactly straight up and down, they'll both be different. But if they're on an angle like that, it won't matter if they're slightly different because they're sort of on an angle. But yeah. All right. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to chop this. I'm going to get the welder out, and then I'm going to tack it on the end. Just bring it in, 10 mil, bang, tack it on how I want it. Then I can pull them off, and I'll worry about making a bracket later. Yeah. Did we have any more opinions, guys, on shorts or longs?
So you got one for short pipes and one for long pipes.
Yeah, today I want to hide that swing arm. I really do.
3 for long pipes.
Yeah. Do you understand what I mean about hiding the swing arm? Because it's not the prettiest of bikes, and that's not the prettiest of swing arms. It's not a nice pipe thing or chromed or anything. It's just, I could have washed it or cleaned it a bit. But all right, let's chop this. And
have you got your bipod here?
Bipod?
Yeah. Everyone's just saying long pipes.
Long pipes?
Yeah.
Righto. Did you see, there was a meme this morning. There was a meme I saw this morning that come through. It comes through on my phone, and it had this fat kid, and it said, I'm only fat because every time I fuck your mum, she makes me a sandwich. Leaf was out here, Captain was out here serving a customer, and I quickly sent it to him. And he's looked at it, he's read it, he's looked at the customer, he's looked at me. I was standing over here in the workshop, he was over there, he just shook his head. Had to laugh, but it was cool. Anyway, I probably should swear like that, but anyway, that's what you get. On these big jobs, 81%, that'll do me.
Alright, I haven't used this before. How do you set it up?
Okay, you pull the camera out of that one, and that there tightens up and down. See?
Yep.
The camera's, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Righto. Jake will persevere with comments and that, guys, for you, but we'll set this up, and there we go. Turn that round. I will turn the camera around. Where'd that go? There. Mad. All right, Jake will play with that and get it set in the right spot. Righto. So if you want to set that up,
Yeah,
I'll put that
I was going
round.
to say, if I turn around the other way,
Yep,
I'll be able
right.
to read the comments.
Yeah, man, go for it. Yep. All right, I'll get this grinder set up, and we'll chop that off, get the welder set up.
If this thing will work for me.
Good idea, Jake, instead of holding it. Yeah. That's why you're here, mate, because I don't have those ideas. You're not going to believe it. I took the bloody, I took the cutting disc home in the Jag today. Okay.
What are you going to bolt it to?
What's that, pipes?
I believe so.
There is a bracket down here, this bracket, for the existing old pipes, because I'll show you, it had these gay looking turnouts on it over there. Right here. Yeah, these are what were on it, guys. These shotgun looking pipes. Like, yeah, that's what was on it. And I'm not a fan at all, guys. Like, that's just terrible. And I hope you guys agree with that. But yeah.
That's something I always wanted to change on it, was the pipes.
Yep. Righto. I really need some safety glasses. But yeah, so how are you guys going? How are you guys going with the whole shutdown thing? Have many of you guys stopped working yet? Or are you working? What's the go? Are you in an area where they have shut you down? We still move around a bit. I've still got jobs booked for the start of the week. But I think by Wednesday there's not going to be a lot going on, except for us playing cars at my house. But yeah, thank God for the interweb. Right, safety glasses.
There's another vote for shorts.
Okay. I think that ship sailed.
Yeah.
It's you want to pull that welder out, Jake?
Yep.
I'll am I on camera there or not?
Yeah, you got the whole bike.
These pipes did come with they did come with clamps and all sorts of stuff that you can use to they come with clamps and all sorts of giddy up, but we're not obviously using that. We're just going to weld them on. So I'm going to do a couple of slits, probably 5 slits in it, and then crush it down just a little bit, and then we'll bring the heat shrink all the way up to here. I'm in frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way up to here, guys, and then that'll cover all that and give it just that little kick. But I'll just come in by, say, 10 mil to there and weld that on, and yeah, it'll be good. It'll be quite good. I'm happy. I'm happy with them actually. They're going to look good.
I'll read a couple of comments. Yeah. Surely put on a horsepower display for us, Red. I think he's asking for a burnout or a shed skid.
We'll see. We'll get the pipes on. We've got to have to start it up. So in the bike, yeah, can't really brake much on that, can I?
The belt again.
Oh, yeah.
You should try getting to Cherbourg. Had to go in today. The checkout point took forever.
I had them here the other night, broke in and bloody wrecking stuff, but yeah.
Working, but off work due to ripping my knee open. That's no good.
It's probably a good time to be off work though. Like, it's not too bad, you know. I'm sort of looking forward to the shutdown, to be completely honest, guys. Like, you guys have probably picked up how much I work and how busy I am all the time. So for me to get those couple of weeks off and get the Jag done, get the 300ZX done, get this done, yeah, I've got a lot of good projects coming up. It's going to be mad. All right, I'll cut this next one, guys. Righto. Those little slots will enable me to be able to tap that down to weld it. You know, we had a break in here the other night, and like we got them on the security cameras, but today I went and got the internet connected here, because normally I just use the internet on my phone, but now there's new cameras too that we've just put up, so now it'll notify me, like it'll go off on my phone if the sensors go off, and then I see the picture and I can ring the police straight away. It's a better system than I had. Like letting him break in and getting the footage of giving that to the police sucks, but if I can, you know what I mean, straight away, I don't know, it's just frustrating, you know. I wish they'd just get a job and don't steal, but what do you do, mate? You just, guys, you can't, you know what I mean? You work your ass off and you get these pricks that think that they can come and steal, but anyway.
Matt, not much work, I clean pubs and no income.
Oh, bugger, dude. It's terrible.
Mr. Jack, we are classed as essential, so no shutdown.
Okay, what do you do, Mr. Jack?
For as yet.
I'm just going to go and grab this bug spray, guys. You can follow me if you want, but he can talk to you quickly.
I'll just keep reading out comments. Had 1 day of work in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, no, he can't hear me. I'd chase him, but I just don't feel like it.
You get bitten by bugs, Jake?
No.
I get hammered by them, mate. Anyway. Yeah, so many people out of work?
Jesse has had 1 day of work in the past 2 weeks.
Dude, that sucks, man. Things have slowed down a lot for me. I'm still doing a little bit, which has been great. I did find yesterday, guys, a TX3 convertible, like I found a Ford Capri with the TX3 twin cam motor in it, which is what we need for the all-wheel drive TX3. The old guy was asleep though. They sort of got back to me a little bit today, so hopefully I can get that engine soon for that other TX3 that I've wanted to do for a long time. So see how we go. I'll just clean up the end of these pipes.
Alright, I'll read out some more comments. FGX, busy as usual. Work on trucks, delivering stuff.
It's the game, man. Awesome.
Ben Arnold, still working for now.
Okay, cool. It's all sounding pretty positive so far, guys.
Yeah. What's this? Mick Oz Madness. Hey, yeah, Red. Got told last week from my boss 1 week on and 1 week off, as has its pros and cons. Yep.
Well, that's not too bad, man. That's better than nothing. Like that's still pretty cool. Like that's good, man.
Matt again.
Yeah.
Get some yard dogs, Red.
I just don't want dog shit. But yard dogs wouldn't have helped for this time. You know what I mean? Best bet is those cameras so I can see them. And alarms that go off and there'll be full-on flashing lights. It's going to be like a freaking party going on. I'm going all out this time. It's going to be full-on. Am I in frame here? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to yeah, I'm spending the time and the money to work out a really good security system this time. And we just live so close. Like, this is going to sound racist, and I'm so sorry to Aboriginal blokes out there that are good guys, but it's Aboriginal people every time. We live very close to Cherbourg. They come out of Ipswich, they drive past, they think they own the lot, and they don't, because I own it. And it drives me freaking mental. And I don't know what to do or say, and I'm sorry, I'm not being racist, but every single time, not one time or two times, every time. It drives me crazy. But anyway, but in saying that, young Mia, she's Aboriginal, so I can't be that racist. So,
got to shoot feathers. Have a cracking Saturday.
See you later, guy. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah,
Make sure you like before you go.
That was After Hours Workshop. Have a V8 SS engine bay to strip.
Sweet.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Enjoy, buddy. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash it, lick it, do whatever you want. Yeah,
GT Hadzi, not pronouncing.
Yes.
Yeah. What the junkies steal.
Remember our turbo kit that didn't fit? They stole the turbo pipe bit. That's it. They didn't steal the whole kit, just that turbo kit. A socket set, a box of old keys. There were some old keys, just a wrecks. None of them went to anything really. The cash tin. They knew they'd been in here before. They knew exactly where to go. But there was only $100 in there anyway. Like, there wasn't a lot of money in it. There's never is a lot of cash here now. There's no cash left here at all, and there's no cash tin anymore. Yeah, just one of those things. And that's about it, I think. But they got done when the copper rang me to ask a few questions about stuff and see if I knew the guy's name. He was in custody. He got busted for doing some other stuff as well, apparently. So it is what it is, guys. You know, there is always going to be guys that go and do stuff like that are having tough times, but they've got to realise that it's very frustrating when you work your ass off all the time and then someone can come in and just take things from you. And I don't think it's because I'm greedy. I work my ass off to get what I get. You know, it is what it is. But I'm just looking for a big pair of multi-grips. I think I'm going to go to the truck because it's too hard to find tools in this workshop, guys. You see a big pair of multi-grips to squash the end of that tube?
No.
No?
While you're just here, I'll read out another comment.
Yep.
Probably after your toilet paper.
There's only a roll and a half of full cream.
Yeah.
Right. 2 seconds, guys. Got to get a Jason, read the questions. You have to talk amongst yourself.
Alright, Mr. Jack, looking after a vineyard, been harvesting flat out. I wonder what that's like. Mark Finnegan, work cover. Do you hate them yet? I was stuck on that for a year and a half. GT, I use Arlo cameras, Red. I'll let him know. GT,
Yep.
use it. Oh yeah, Hadzi. I use Arlo cameras. Chris, my boss let me go early because he knows my missus is a nurse.
Okay.
But the other blokes got off next week, or get off next week.
Yeah.
Secret squirrel. Did you get the stuff back?
I haven't heard from the copy yet, so probably not.
Yeah.
There was another, we got wheels stolen one time as well. We never saw that stuff again. It is what it is, guys. It's just very hard. It's frustrating. It's annoying. As soon as the police look on the camera and they see it's an Aboriginal bloke, it's just like, oh, they're Aboriginal. It's like, it's like they get away with doing whatever they like. I know I'm sounding very racist here, guys, and honestly, I'm not. It's just my experience and what I see and what happens all the time. And I'm sorry, but that's just sort of what I come across. So, okay. If you guys are welding on a car, a motorbike, anything like that, you need to disconnect the battery. It is paramount that you disconnect the battery. Welding can send a spike of electricity through your power system. It can fry ECUs. This is a fuel-injected motorbike. I've seen speakers in the back of a Fairlane go pop and just pop up and pop the covers off them because Lindsay didn't disconnect a battery. That was that was a long time ago now, guys. But yeah, it was one of those things that happened. It was a limousine we were working on back in the Hewish fabrication days. But yeah, so I'm just disconnecting the negative on the battery here. Doesn't matter whether you do the negative or the positive, so long as there's absolutely no power in the system. But yeah.
FGX, at least they didn't steal a car this time that you've worked on.
Yes.
Mark Finnegan, have fun with them. Work cover is a pain. I'm still fighting them. I've actually lost a lot of movement, feeling, and strength in my right wrist and arm, and I'm left with complex regional pain syndrome. No, it's not, and they're never nice about it. They try to say it's your fault even when it's 100% not. Chiller, hey Red, effing dogs out there.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do, guys? It's not worth harping on, guys. We'll move on, and we'll just have, we'll move on from it. It's something that does piss me off a lot, so if we don't talk about it, it's like it never happened.
Yep.
So it's all good. I just thought I'd let you know what happened and what's going on, but it's just one of those things that happen in life. We've all lost stuff, and yeah, but it's all good. Life goes on, guys.
Yep.
At the moment, we've got a lot of other stuff going on, the corona stuff. And I think that a lot of you guys are probably going to need someone to talk to. So doing these live streams with you guys, I think will be good for those guys out there that are going to need someone to talk to. Because it's going to be a very stressful time for a lot of guys, I think. It's the worst thing is I just committed to that S600, that little Honda S600, and I've got to go and pay for it because I said to the guy I'd buy it, but it's wrong timing, like big time, because that money would go a long way if things do go bad. But yeah, you commit to things and you've got to stand up for what you commit to, don't you? So yeah.
Do you want me to try and lower this down a bit and get up closer to where you're welding? All right. I might move it back because that light is interfering with it.
Move around what you've got to do, dude. You can turn that light off or put it over there. Whatever you want to do. You do what works.
It's more that light, so I'll jump up and move it.
What do you want me to move?
That light.
This one?
Yeah. Awesome.
Is that better?
Yeah, they can see more of you.
Yep. Is that better?
Yep.
Yep, cool. Just trying to work out the lighting the best we can, guys. Lighting nice there. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I've made those little slots. So all this, you've got to remember, guys, gets covered by the heat wrap that we're going to do in a second. So on the first one, I'm going to bring it in 10 mil and give it a tack, probably 3 tacks to get it level how I want it, sitting on that right angle for this piece. Okay, this bracket here realistically is nothing because I may end up just chopping that off and welding it back underneath here or something. The paint on these things here, to be completely honest, I'm not sure what's going to happen with them, with the paint, whether it's going to burn off straight away or what's going to happen. So to begin with, we will wrap them, see what happens and roll from there. But as I said before, it's a cheap motorbike and we're just having a bit of fun with just a cheap bike. So it's not that much to really worry about. Okay. So I want it on a bit of an angle, like. Okay. Like that, and I want it.
Hadsy, those pipes look hot on the 350.
The 300 ZX.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they? I thought you'd like them.
Yeah, 300 easy. Need them on my staying low.
Yeah, we can do that, mate. We can organise that. I think that You're spot on there, mate. They'll look really good.
Oh, he's committed now.
I'm working on a Korean motorbike. I should have been committed a long time ago. Alright.
Mark, be good fellas. Got to go get tea. Hooroo.
Thanks for joining in, dude. Make sure you hit that like button, or make sure you lick that like button.
Jono loves Holden VNs. G'day, guys.
What's going on, Jono?
How have we all been doing?
We're all absolutely fabulous.
We're playing with Korean bikes, so.
So yeah, so we've hit rock bottom. Yeah.
Chris, hey Red, you should put nails around your face so when they break in, nails around your fence so when they break in, they stop on them and never come back. I've done that at my place and caught a few blokes.
You need to just fully Home Alone, you reckon? Get the full Home Alone setup going on.
Yep.
Right. I'm actually quite happy. That's actually strong as blazes. I don't think it needs another bracket. But anyway.
That is the shorter of the two pipes.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so Mr. Jake Arama,
Yeah.
you need to tell me where it's going to be level.
Alright, so if it's crooked, it's my fault.
That is correct. Just mean angle wise, and
Standing up.
these pipes are so different size, it's crazy.
Attack it there.
There? Okay. Hopefully helps.
Yes, it does. Should be even.
It's pretty straight too. I'm pretty happy with that.
Stand back here and have a look.
It needs to go up just a touch, I think, at the very end of it, like that. It needs just to go up just a couple of mil.
A little too far.
Reckon? Or
A fraction down. Well, when you tack the bottom of it, it should pull down slightly anyway.
Pull down just a touch, won't it? Righto. They're not going to move anywhere. And I could almost weld that to that bottom bracket there for the long one. That's pretty good. But they'll weld directly to that. And I might even do that actually. Is I'll take this one off. I can chop that off altogether and not even worry about it because that's strong as, and just weld that to that bracket. What do you reckon? You don't care, do you?
No.
That's the spirit. Thanks for the support there, JP boy.
We'll see what they say.
What's that?
I'll see if there's any new comments.
What are we thinking, guys? Are we loving the pipes?
FPV said up a bit more.
A little bit to the left, down a bit, across a bit.
Yeah, right on the like button, that's where it should be.
You missed a little, yeah. It's right there on that like button, guys. Just bang, or just give it a good old licking.
What's this? Honda will be X.
Yeah, I'm hanging out for the Honda. I'm really looking forward to doing it. It's gonna be a sick little machine. Red does $9.5 grand.
I don't know if this does zoom in. Does this zoom in?
I wouldn't do that. I'd just pick it up.
Yeah.
Pick it up and bring it in.
it's not much better.
We'll work it out, guys. It'll you'll see the finished product soon.
Trust me, it's not that pretty yet.
No. Painting that paint onto it made it even worse, guys, I'm telling you. Hope this other little bit of shroud comes off, eh?
It should.
Now, apparently, has anyone ever done this heat shroud stuff? Apparently, you need to, we might put some copper thread stuff on this before we put these back in, so they don't bind up on us. Apparently, you need to soak it in water. Has anyone done heat shrouding stuff before? I've never done it.
Need an electric fence then, and
at the end of the day, big fences, dogs, security system, it's only going to keep the honest people out. If someone wants to get in here, they're going to get in here. Yeah. I just have to depend on friends, people keeping an eye out, and the new security system. The coppers getting here quick. Luckily, the police station is only just down the road. It's not far away. So that's one really good thing about it. But it is what it is, guys. We just won't worry about it too much.
FPV, I'm off. Later, lads. Dinner's up. Chris, I've got a mate who has got 2 Monaros and a HG and a HQ, and hasn't drove them in 3 years, as he's a what's that? Bit of a, I won't say that.
Mate, I'll be completely honest with you. I hardly ever drive my cars, honestly, and a lot of people that have a lot of cars like mine, it's not about being greedy or hoarding the cars. You just love the cars, you love tinkering on them, you love working on them. I enjoy working on the cars more than driving them around, because a lot of the times you get the car going and it's not a pleasant day to take them out. They break down. A lot of the times they don't have aircon. They're not that pleasant, you know what I mean? So to me, this is the part of the vehicle I enjoy. It's not the actual getting out and driving it. The coppers harass you. If that makes sense. That's the reality of owning a rare car. I'm just going to weld that, guys, to that bracket, and then when it comes off, I'll chop the back of that bracket off. The front one's got a fair bit of leverage on it. The front one, the top one's only short. I'm not even going to really worry about a bracket at all. If anything, I'll run one up the outside from this one, but I don't think it's really going to warrant it or need it. So
I'll read and I'll comment. You mean exhaust wrap? Yes.
what did I say?
Heat wrap.
Heat wrap. Yeah.
Yes, make sure the wrap is wet. Finish reading that one because it just disappeared on me. So soak it and pull tight as you go.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll just powder coat. What is that? Plenty of gas, but it just doesn't seem to want to play. That's not going to go anywhere though. That'll be fine.
Yep.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, definitely sit in water for a few hours. Check out.
A few hours.
Check out the Skid Factory. They did a heat wrap 2 episodes ago.
Oh.
Came out mint.
Okay.
Is it wrong to ask for a burnout when you're finished red?
It is, but I'll probably do one. But at the same time, I don't really want to destroy the tyre. Then
I reckon if everyone smashes the like button, he will.
Yeah, if you can get a heap of likes happening, yeah. But I don't want to have to buy a tyre. If you can donate enough money so I can buy a tyre, the Mini's not going to be able to do one. The driveway's gravel for anything else. Not really set up for that. But we'll see what happens by the end of the night.
It's just sad the white SS doesn't have a radiator in it, an alternator and power steering pump back on. Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Hadzi, yeah, Adam, just one skid. You got to smash the like button then.
We'll see. Never know, the bike might not be back together tonight. The Skyline, no, they don't really, that's just a pain in the nose.
Matt Shaw Red knows how to wrap pipes. I believe so.
Really? And I thought we were mates.
Mr. Jack 121, love the sound of a MIG set up well. Love the crackle.
Even when it's welding through powder coat.
Yeah. Gotta love the smell of the powder coat. Whose bike Red? It is Red's. It used to be mine, but I swapped him for the XJ6 Series 3. FGX. Got a mate that got an NA Fairlane. His head unit stolen, and the funny part, it didn't work in the first place. They're not the smartest.
What's that?
So FGX got a mate that got a NA Fairlane and had the head unit making a mess. Had the head unit stolen. The funny part is it didn't work in the first place.
Yeah, I had batteries stolen out of the truck not long ago at an auto electrician's when we were getting some work done. And the batteries that they stole were fried because the starter motor fried, and it fried the whole electrical wiring system, and it ended up, they stole batteries that were rooted. They got busted for it. Once again, sorry, but Aboriginals. It's just this area, I think. There's so many out here.
Hadzi, did you get a rear window in the Skyline Red?
I've got the rear window there. It's getting fitted on Monday. So the window's there for the Skyline. I got a whole heap of other little bits and pieces too, like trim pieces. I do need, if anyone has an R33 Skyline Series 1, where the door handles go on the inside, there's the plastic surrounds. I do need those plastic surrounds for the inside door handle for a Skyline, if anyone has any. It is one thing I still need. I've got a full set of suspension. I still need a parcel shelf. I forgot to get one. I didn't realise there isn't a parcel shelf there. So that's one more thing I do need. No.
Ben Arnold, I'm off, mate. Have a good one. Catch the rest later.
See you later, Ben. Thanks for joining in, buddy. Make sure you hit that like button. Lick it, poke it, stroke it.
All right. Honestly, don't know what to show you. All right. We'll go chasing.
Thought it had a bigger bucket. The other one had a big crack in it. It's just like your bum. It had a big crack in it.
I'll go back over there.
Yeah, man. And I'm going to undo the whole roll. Or it doesn't matter, I suppose. I have heard that this is terrible stuff to work with, this heat wrap. We got many on, Joe?
We got 32.
Okay, numbers are down a fair bit, aren't they? But I haven't been on for a long time, so that is very understandable. So we're going to
Got to smash that like button.
We're going to pull the we're going to pull the motor out of that Jag tomorrow, guys. If you guys are bored and got nothing to do, I'll be playing with that, which will be covered in rat shit, no doubt, and all the rest of the garbage and stuff I always coat myself in when I play with these cars that are worth nothing, that are just old wrecks. But anyway, yeah, it actually ran really well, the car. It was cheap too. I was pretty happy with me Scrappy when he rang up and goes, "Oh mate, I've got one of those Jags that you like." Could not have been happier, I'm telling you. Alright, so I'll undo this and yeah. Sound 12 or spanner or something?
Yeah, try out the new tool.
Yeah. Righto. I'm a bit hesitant to chop this bracket here off for now. I might leave it in case I need
They
that.
were not a 12, they were a 10.
Need that bolt hole there for maybe the top bracket, but yeah, I think it's going to be alright. Squash all that in a second and get it to sit better. As long as the front face and the bottom piece there that you see looks right, the back will have a little bit of a lip that I'll fill. Bought this from Super Cheap today. It's a new one. Battery goes in there. It's a little battery. They all come in 3/8 drive. So yeah, it's got a little power indicator. It's pretty cool. There must be a lockout switch. How's it going? Oh yeah, reverses up there. Mad. And I've got a rattle gun as well. That's small with a small battery, 3/8 drive as well. But I'm just hoping that, you know, with this here being smaller, normally, you know, the Ryobis have got those massive big batteries. There's the little rattle gun. How small is that? You know, like it's just perfect. And this being smaller, you can actually get it in. You know, like I've had other ones that are just too big, and that's good. That's perfect. I think that and that in a kit with 2 batteries and a charger was 152. So that's pretty cheap when it comes to power tools. You know what I mean? So yeah, and it was from Super Cheap, everyone's favourite shop, or mine at least. They're pretty good to me here in Kingatow at Super Cheap.
You may have to pull off the radiator shroud.
Okay. I've been waiting for more, because these are those Audi ones. I've been waiting for these to come in stock, but they haven't brought any more in. So, which is a bit annoying because you can buy batteries on eBay and stuff, but yeah, the rattle gun, the Audi rattle gun is still by far the best one yet. So, yeah. That's a bit of a bugger, isn't it?
I think it's only 4 Allen heads to pull that whole shroud off.
It's the actual radiator, not the shroud.
Oh.
I'll get there with this ratchet, without a ratchet, I think, if it's just a I'll get in there. Hang on. We'll get in there somehow. Where there's a windy, there's a way. I just can't use the big thing out, I think.
Secret Scroll, is the captain all settled in his new place?
Yeah, he's pretty happy. It's actually not too bad. It's a shed that's been converted to a house, so it's got like it's all lined, and then you walk up the end and there's stairs into a loft. There's a kitchen and stuff downstairs. From the outside, it just looks like a shed, but the rest of it's yeah, it's pretty cool. He's pretty happy. The rent's a lot cheaper, but yeah, and then this Corona carry-on sort of hit, so now our income has dropped massively, so it's a bit scary now trying to pay rent, but we've got a bit of a plan going on, and together we will survive, I suppose. We'll try at least, anyway. We'll do our best. But it's just a bit scary at the moment for everyone. Like, I don't know what's going to go on with rents, because I know they're trying to help out people with mortgages, but what do you do for people that are renting? You know, like, it's hard. It'll just be interesting to see if the government steps up and really, really helps out, or whether they don't, you know. Like, it's
Chris here. I remember some bloke was trying to steal my dad's Tirana, and Dad grabbed the bloke and locked him in the shed till the cops came. It was funny because you could hear him screaming and banging on the shed.
That's funny.
Yep.
Where's that other socket set?
Which one?
The other one? No, the big one.
Big one? That's it.
The one that was over there. Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right. Just, yeah, right. Just trying to find the right tool, guys, to get in. It's a bit of a hard spot where I've got to get the what's the name? Is that my phone?
I believe so.
Yeah. It's a bit of a hard spot to get into where I've got to get the exhaust bolts out. So just trying to find. When this is what people do to my tools. Without me starting to yell too much,
Cigarette Squirrel says, need a sponsorship from Super Cheap.
mate, I'd love one. But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because I don't upload regularly enough, and which is fair enough, you know.
I think there's one more. Matt, mate, have you seen the spiking prices in early 90s Commodores?
Early 90s Commodore, so we're talking VBVH. They haven't spiked, they've been up for quite some time. They are very expensive. VLs have been expensive for a long time. Do you want a drink, Jake?
Yeah, I'll grab one.
What do you want?
I brought those V's, didn't I? I'll grab one of those.
One down with a soft drink there, mate.
I'll drink a V.
Yeah. Yeah, like early model Commodores have been very expensive for quite a long time. It's more the VBs and VCs have never really taken off. VHs have always been reasonably expensive, but VKs and VLs have always been. VKs and VLs have always been expensive. But as you know, VNs are where it's at.
What I wouldn't mind is a VS Clubby.
VS has never been my favourite model, but takes all sorts. Otherwise, everyone would want the same thing. Let's cross our fingers you can find one at reasonable money.
Yeah, I don't think I will. It's pretty hard as it is. Alright, let's go watch him struggle on the ground.
Yeah. I just hope I don't snap the end of this little little ratchet thing that I found. Be interesting to see how this bike comes up. Trying to build it as cheap as we can with eBay parts. It'd be interesting. I'm keen.
That's the good thing about bikes is they're cheaper to build.
Yes, a lot cheaper to build than cars. That's for sure.
I've still got that one at mine that I want to do. But
Yeah, we'll get that over here at some stage. We'll do some live stream. Jake's got a, what is it, Jake?
it's a 650 Dominator, so NX 650.
So it's like a enduro dirt bike,
Like a
road trail thing.
what do they call them? Adventure bikes.
Yeah, like it looks like a Yamaha TT 600 or something is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wants to build a bobber out of it, like a cafe racer bobber sort of thing.
Anyway, they call them is a scrambler. So still a off-road bike, but cafe looking.
I don't know, we'll get it over here, guys, and we'll have a bit of a play with it. What do you reckon? We've just got to get a few parts together for him first. And then we were looking at seats the other night, cafe racer ones. So we'll get them happening, and then we'll see what we can do, eh?
Matt said, so VN to VS with a big spike in prices.
VN to VS.
Yep.
Even like not just the SSs, Matt. Is that what you're talking about? Like, or you're just talking SSs and stuff, or just normal 6-cylinder ones? I hope you're talking about normal 6-cylinder ones, because I've been saving them for years. Can't help myself. Drives like mental. He's got a yard full of VN Commodores and nothing else to sell. and then I won't sell anything. Working for me must be such a pleasure.
That Zach Badley bloke's channel is growing big time in subs.
Oh yeah, with his Falcon. There's a lot of taxi content.
All the time favourite car is a VX Club Sport. I don't mind the VXs. I'm just hesitant on buying another VT or VX.
As I said to you earlier, you don't have to smash it.
Oh, that's not the problem. That's just after being in one and with what happened, it's just hard to get back into one.
Do you guys watch that Zach dude? Like for me personally, I got nothing against the bloke, but yeah, it's just him. I don't know, doing his hair, and there's not, like, he doesn't build. I like playing in the dirt, and he doesn't. I suppose it's different, completely different content. It's I don't know him. I don't really care, but to me, it's yeah.
So this is where I just don't know what channel you're talking about.
What's that? You don't?
No.
He's got an XR6 Commodore, an XR6 Falcon, and an R33 Skyline.
Well, there's the first problem, is the Falcon.
Yeah, there is that. But yeah, and he drives around a bit, talks about himself a bit. Yeah, he went and saw that Summit over in Japan. Do you guys watch him, Summit? He's not bad. I don't mind him. He's over with old Rodnock at the moment over in the States. Summit, I quite enjoy his content. It's a lot different. The stuff he does over in Japan with going to the car yards and that, like looking at the imports, I enjoy that a lot. Yeah, he lives in Japan and he's hooked up with one of the garages over there. I actually think he is a Queensland guy anyway, but he just lives in Japan now. But yeah. Is there anyone that watches Summit? Do you watch Summit, guys?
Yeah, I watch a bit of the White Skyline.
Yep, with Zach Bradley, yep.
Yep. VT Club Sports are going for big money.
The 5 litre VT Club Sports, that's where the money's going to be.
Yeah.
The blue ones, I'd love one.
Too bad, yeah. Your rally one is...
But that was
just a body kit.
the rally one that I chopped up, guys, was rusty in all the wrong spots. Right? I know that from the outside looking in, I was a dickhead when I'd done it, but inside where the door hinges are, once you pull those guards off, it was rusty all down through there. Yeah, I know what you're saying though, but sometimes some cars are just not worth repairing. In 10 years' time, yes, it might have been worth money. If it was a club sport, then yes, I would have repaired it, because that is exactly the car I want, that VT Club Sport. But I do have a VX SS that I'm doing at the moment with the cars that Jake has crashed.
I didn't crash that one.
And he's giving me those ones, and the white one I've got. I want to do one with like the Monaro bobtail on it, the small roof spoiler. There's a small reverse cowl I can get. And
Well, that's where you got a Monaro bonnet.
yeah, I don't really like those Monaro bonnets.
I was going to put that on the gold one before I smashed it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. But yeah, that way. I think we're getting there, guys.
Who's this? KS Vids. I've met Zach when he had a car meet in Bendigo.
Yeah.
Zach Badley, I watched probably 3 times.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I'm feeling your pain, dude.
yeah, Zach is too much of a pretty boy.
I didn't want to say that. We're not here to burn him though, guys. Come on, we've got to be nice.
And I think he is a goose. Okay.
Okay. everybody's different. We need to accept everyone for who they are. It's not for me. I do respect the effort he puts into YouTube and the time, like, because I understand how long it takes to edit.
Yep.
But it's for a different demographic. Like, you guys obviously want to see me burn myself with the welder and play around in the dirt and get bitten by spiders and stuff, whereas you're never going to see that on Zach's channel. You know, but in saying that, if he rang me one day and said, dude, I've got issues with my car, I'm in Queensland, can I please come up and can you please help me? My answer would be, fuck off. No, my answer would be, yes, mate, no problem at all. Come and see me, we'll get you on the road. So I have nothing against the bloke, it's just he creates content to a different crowd than me.
Yeah. Hey, Red, what I missed out on so far?
Righto, dude, you've missed out on so much. Nothing really. Okay, gave you an update on the Mini. Okay, just where we're at with it, different manifolds and carbies and issues we've had. We've got to the end of it now, they'll be back together. Showed you the new Jag that come in because I've taken, getting ready for the coronavirus shutdown, I've taken the Series 1 home so I can do an engine swap on it. So we've got one out the front here that almost blew me up the other day. We've been getting the pipes ready on the bikes. I've been playing contortionist on this here. Well, I've been trying to get the exhaust undone. I've just noticed this has got an oxygen sensor here that I need to, I'll just unclip this one, I think. Yeah, just getting the pipes on the bike and just doing a bit more, just having a bit of a chat about who's out of work. How are you going with work, buddy? Are you off work, on shutdown? Has the coronavirus started to affect you yet? And how's your sister, dude?
There was the quick walk around in my Jag.
Oh yeah, we showed you Jake's Jag as well. We're going to actually have I moved Jake's Jag just before and I noticed that it needs a bit of attention.
Yes.
So we are going to go through it and fix a lot of little bits and pieces before it gets that bad that it needs to go on the pile. No, we've just been talking cars and the usual stuff. Nothing, not much changes around here. Just sort of catching up. Showed you where I'm at with the Skyline at the moment. Getting a bit more done on that. The boys are saying they've been enjoying another YouTube channel, a guy named Zach. They reckon that, yeah, they could really be mates with him in that. Something like that, you know. But yeah. But yeah, we've just been poking along really. I've been trying to undo this bolt now for about 45 minutes.
I only watch Zach's Power Cruise videos. Mr. Jack. Been watching Cletus a bit.
Yeah,
Feeder and Factory is coming along well.
Always enjoy a bit of Cletus.
Yeah.
One of the blokes, not the mechanic guy, but the other dude. Christ, I wouldn't get in the car with him. He's that scary. Like, as a driver.
You wouldn't get in a car with me.
No, you're pretty scary.
Yeah. Matt's 100% agree with Danielle. I must have missed that comment.
What's that?
Oh, no. The pretty boy comment. Secret Squirrel. You're the only Aussie channel I watch. I haven't found another channel with the content you bring, which is pretty true. Yeah, you're getting bitten by spiders while everyone else edits that out.
That's because I'm too lazy to edit. But see...
That's the funny part, is watching you get bitten or burn yourself.
I sort of appreciate that. It is good to watch supercars and all that sort of stuff, you know, but no one's got any money, you know, and if I can show how to do something and end up with a cool car at the end and only spend $5.50, Christ, I'm all over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do.
Secret Squirrel said, some guys like girls, some like guys, and some like barras. Patrick Jones, still working and doing a 12-hour night shift, doing factory work.
That's good. At least the money's coming in, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Chris Spaniel, I'm not pronouncing that right, but my son bought a VT Clubby 5 litre last year for $12K, and he's always talking about putting Simmons on it, but I tell him not to put. I tell him to put HDT Monaro rims on it.
Simmons are the go-to wheel. I
Yeah.
like Simmons. It's very hard to not run Simmons because they are so nice. But yeah, there's got to be more in this world than Simmons, surely.
Yeah. What I wouldn't mind is getting a VE and doing it up as a Blue Meanie VK.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I think there's one that gets around Kingaroy that's like that.
Yep.
And I've just always liked it.
No, I love them too. All right.
And that's with the HDT wheels.
Jesus, look at that. That's bloody atrocious. Lucky that's at the back. Eh?
Lucky they can't see that on camera.
Right. I'm going to weld this front section here, and then I can squash the back down.
Yep.
So I'm going to get stuck into doing that now. I'll find myself something and something else to do something, and then we'll have something done.
Mr. Jack 121, lives are good. You can interact, which is true.
But I'll be honest, guys. The lives, my numbers have dropped off massively by doing lives. People do want that edited content. I am going to have to start doing. I'll still do the lives though. Like I don't mind this too. Like it's pretty cool. Get to play with your bikes, chat with you guys. You guys get to chat with each other. You get to actually interact and hear what people actually think in real time and what people have got, what they're doing. It just works. You know what I mean? Half of us are sitting at home at night. You can't go anywhere because you got kids and a missus, and you still sort of get to do what you do. You know. All right, I'm looking for a vice. There wasn't on the ground here the other day. And
So it's good when someone takes a camera off him, so it actually does something to the bike.
yeah, I do appreciate you coming over today. I really do.
Oh, it's good. I get to sit here and watch you work.
Yeah, great. Great. Oh, should be more of it. I think a lot of people are too scared to do something wrong and get ridiculed with what they're doing. You know what I mean? That people don't like what they do, or because the internet can be a pretty harsh sort of place to do jobs. But I honestly don't care. It is what it is. I do what I enjoy. At the end of it, I think I get a reasonable result with stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm reasonably confident with knowing what I do. Obviously I don't know everything. No one can. But I don't know. What can you do? The boys from Castlemaine Rod Shop are actually doing good things. Have you seen much of their content? Going over to the States for Cletus, they're doing pretty big numbers. They're doing really well, which is good for an Aussie channel. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I haven't really watched any of it, but I've seen the numbers going up.
There's one comment here. That was funny what happened to the Gearheads Oz guys when they got stuck down the end of a paddock in the Hyundai.
I didn't see it.
And neither did I. And they can't see your face because I had your head chopped off.
I didn't see it. I haven't really seen much of their stuff for a while. I've been absolutely flat out, guys, trying to get myself organised for this Corona shutdown. Making sure the kids and missus are going to have everything they need when it all turns to shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nothing like welding an exhaust pipe when you've got it set for 10mm steel. Jeez, those mufflers aren't made out of steel, I'm telling you, that just fell apart as soon as I touched it with the welder. But anyway, we're getting there, guys.
if I do get put in lockdown, I may or may not post a few shed skids in one of the cars. That was Chris.
Sounds good, buddy. We'll whack them up on the Kingatow Parts Finder page. We might have a, what do you reckon, we have a shed skid competition? If we get locked down, we'll organise, I'll do a live stream and we'll give it 2 days and then we'll work out a time where I'll go live, right? And we'll all go, you know, you can do your shed skids, then post them up on the Kingatow Parts Finder page and we'll have a bit of an afternoon of shed skids and rating skids. What do you reckon? We'll have a group skid day and you'll post them up onto the Parts Finder page while I'm live and I'll put them on a big screen behind me and stuff. What do you reckon? Who's in?
I'm pretty sure they'll all enjoy that. Secret Squirrel. Can they get out of the US with the new travel ban?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know when they're supposed to get. I honestly haven't been following it. It doesn't really interest me.
Yep.
But I'm not too sure what the story is, or even what they're trying to achieve, to be honest. All I know is that their YouTube channel's been doing really well and they only just started.
Yeah.
So it's good that someone's doing well.
Best thing about Gearheads Oz is his intro. It's... Oh, that stung.
These pipes are too massive. I've got like a 10mm gap here, guys.
Mr. Jack, I mean the D22, we'll love it.
Dude, keen.
Hadzi, best skid, red buys, and new set of tyres.
For what, for my own car? Yeah, right. I'll send a shirt out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll send a shirt and stickers out to the best skid. There you go.
All right, prize to the best skid. Shirt and stickers.
Shirt and stickers. There you go. What do you reckon?
FGX, if I get put in lockdown with no work, I'll work on putting my AU Ford Fairmont door cards in and wire up the little light in the bottom of the door. And put power windows in.
You got to have goals, don't you?
Yeah. If I get locked up, I'll lock down. I might actually start on the Hilux again.
I'll be doing my Jag for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like it if I was able to come over here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to do my Jag at home, and young Mia will play with me and talk me ear off, no doubt. Little champion that she is. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I'll have a welder in a minute.
Hadzi, if I get locked down, I can finish all of my cars that I haven't started yet.
I can do that too. At least you've got them at home though, mine are all here. How's the camper van going, Hads? How's the camper van going, Hadsy?
No reply yet. I've got to stop looking at that. That hurts.
Come on. This stuff here is so weak. Like, it's just blowing apart. I could probably turn the welder down a bit. But.
Matt, a lot of Holden lovers here, eh?
Oh, bit of a mixture.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a mixture, mate. There are a lot of Ford guys that hassle me all the time. There's definitely no Barras. I can vouch for that one.
Yeah. Rather a 4-litre out of an AU.
I'd rather just have a V8.
Yes.
Out of anything. But yeah, we are doing a 460 big block in the Fairlane out there, ZC Fairlane. I do like those Fairlanes. Like everyone else, I love an XY Falcon. I'd love an early Falcon as well, like the XP Coupe or something, but as you and everyone else is well aware, they are a very expensive animal to own. Yeah, I just, not a fan of taxis, really. But in saying that, everyone is welcome. I've got a massive variety of cars, like I don't just have Holdens. I've got a lot of weird stuff, Jags and Minis obviously. Yeah, Subarus, I'm a big Subaru fan. It just works out that Fords don't really have something that really appeals to me at the moment, but they might bring something out one day. Can you see my flap wheel? What happened to that? Did I chuck it back in the toolbox and I found it grinding?
Probably. Where am I up to with comments? Mr. Jack, I'll be putting new wheel studs and that if being put off work because what's this? It's a prick of a job. Yes. Hadzi, I've bought all the gear ready for the lockdown.
Sweet.
Fridge has cold beer in it too. In the van and have a dual battery hooked up.
Sweet.
You're set. It's alright. I bought a bottle of Jack yesterday and thought I'd start on the Hilux, but I didn't.
Alright, guys.
It'll be covered.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
Apparently we got 3 to 6 months of lockdown. I can't believe that's BS. Means no car shows or seeing mates or going out for my B-day. I can relate to the birthday part. I'll miss my 21st. How's your petrol prices up there? It went as low as 85 cents per litre in Melbourne.
85, wow, we're still, like I only get diesel. I think $1.33 is the best I've done on diesel so far.
For the Jag, since it's going to run on 98, it's $1.46.
89 cents, wow, how good's that?
I'm moving to Melbourne. No. There's coronavirus down there.
Small price to pay, mate.
Warren, I own a Holden V8 and a 3-litre Nissan Patrol and a 6-cylinder VJ Valiant.
Sweet.
All right. Matt, what's happening with the old Valiant on the hoist?
The old Valiant on the hoist.
Yes.
My pride and joy and only transport. It's a VJ Mexicana. I've put an LS in it. It's got a 4L60 in it. I've started putting a Borg-Warner diff in it, a 4-link in it. I cut some corners on the top arms and didn't put the angle right, so I've got to take that back out. It's a full resto job. It's worth a lot of money. But I was talking to Jake earlier saying I might just smack it together and drive it around like a heap of shit. Just get it going with the LS in it, get the diff in. It's got mini tubs in it, so I've got to buy a big set of boots for it. And it's not rusty. I just want to drive it, to be honest. I just want to drive it. You just get to a point where you just want to drive it. But I've got to get the Jag on the road first, get this thing here sorted out, get the 300ZX painted, going and sold, the other 300ZX sold, the R33 sold, and then we can start on the Valiant and whatever else comes up in between.
Yeah.
And the bike, we've got to get that done too, obviously.
That moth was annoying me. It was massive. Where was I up to? He also says, watch the Iron Empire. Fellas.
There was another show on last night that just come back on called Rust to Riches.
I started watching that.
Did you see the Mustang they built?
No, I'm not up to that.
Oh, dude.
I only watched the first part.
It is as gay as AIDS. It is so bad. It is. You know how you hang shit on the odd Falcon or whatever? This is the worst fucking car I've ever seen anyone build ever. It's just, words don't describe how bad, what they've done to that thing. It's an absolutely beautiful car, like a 68 Mach 1 Mustang. And what they do to it, they need a shin bone shoved up their ass and the dogs drag them out the bush. It is bad. And I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm telling you now, guys, if you watch that thing on Netflix, that Rust to Riches, it is.
Matt put up, nobody wants that Mustang.
Did you see it? With the red and the black, and the wide body kit, it's like, you see some women with big fat asses, right? And they've got this little body and they've got this big ass, and you think to yourself, that thing is massive. How do you even sit in a chair? And then their body goes in like that, but it just doesn't. And it's just bulging. Dude.
KS Vids. Some of the scripted style cars shows are shocking because,
This is all scripted. We scripted all this today. We've made it all up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all make believe.
Yes. Yeah. The bike's not actually here though.
No. There's one finished. Yeah, no, that's one of the worst shows I've seen. Not that I'm not going to go home tonight and watch another episode. Because realistically, there's nothing else to watch. So, that Kingatow bloke, he's too lazy to even edit a video for you to watch. So.
I know, right?
He's terrible, that bloke.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Is circle work accepted for shed skids? Have to break out my B&S HX Falcon. That was by FGX.
I will request that you don't destroy your car doing it.
Yeah.
Because if you destroy your car doing it, you lose. So let's be careful and not
disqualified if you break anything.
Yeah, if you do something real stupid, so keep it within the limits of reality, but have some fun. But yeah, it's been a good night. So obviously that's a goer, is it, guys? Is it going to be as big as Cletus's 500, whatever it is he's doing? His pay-per-view thing? What do you reckon? Kingatow shed skid extravaganza. I'll even try and drag the Jag into I just don't want to blow my auto up before I put the kickdown kit on.
Tow King, scrap cars going crazy, but yards are full of stock shipping containers stuck in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question for: do driveway skids count?
Anyway, just a skid, like shed skid. If you don't have a shed, obviously driveway will be fine. Don't get yourself kicked out of your rental property though. I know I'm sounding like an old man. It's because I am.
Do it. Stay out of trouble.
Have some fun. So it sounded like it's going to be a goer, eh, guys? We're going to, if we go into lockdown, a couple of days after lockdown, I'll do a live stream and we'll announce it and we'll work out a day for a couple of days in advance and then we'll work out a time when we're going to do it. Probably do it during the day, around lunchtime. That way we're not going to wake people up and all the rest of it. And we'll do some shed skids. And yeah, we'll get you to post them up on the Kingatow page. Sounds like a big day, guys.
Yep. Secret squirrel, I heard on the grapevine that Kingatow crew guy is doing a barrow build.
Where'd you hear that, Dreamland? Where'd you hear that? That's crazy talk. I just have no interest, guys. I've got so much good stuff to do and so much stuff I enjoy and I want to do. I just can't see myself getting there, to be honest. Like, it's just not, you know.
So if lockdown does happen, I might try and buy a bunch of stainless elbows to start a turbo manifold.
Well, I'll have that other motor out by then.
Yeah.
You'll have a motor sitting there.
All right.
I was just going to use mild steel.
Yeah, I want to be difficult. I've got the TIG set up for stainless at the moment.
Jake's going to build a turbo manifold and do his Jag the same as the Series 1 guys, so that we can go fishing for barrows. What do you reckon?
So if I got my payout, I wouldn't mind buying a built box for it, or getting the box built.
Can't talk about payout.
Yeah.
Jealousy is a curse.
It's not like I'm getting much.
Yeah, but still. Yeah.
Right in the eye again. Secret Swirl said, thought you'd laugh, get a laugh. Just stirring.
Yeah, no, it's all good, dude.
Chris, can I request that we can do it at a workshop, as I would love...
Anywhere, guys. Anywhere's good.
Love to do it in my Tory. Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere's good. You know, just let's not get out on the street and get anyone locked up or fined or anything like that, and not 20 skids so you get kicked out of your house. Yeah. You know, we'll have a bit of fun, do your skid, post it up, and then kick back, watch the next one. Yeah. What do you reckon? So yeah, in your driveway, in your wherever. If you want to do it on your street, I don't condone it, but you know, yeah. What do you reckon? Sound like a cool afternoon, and it's going to be good. We're going to get to see everyone's cars. Yeah. It's going to be mad. We'll post them all up on the page. So you have to hold your phone. Don't hold it up that way. Hold it that way. Make sure you don't have any music running. Keep it down to like a 30-second, 45-second video. turn the quality down on your thing so it's easier to upload, right?
Yep.
So I'll, in the meantime, go through and work out what's the best setting to use to upload a video easily, okay? And then I'll run through with you guys where to change it in your phone and what like settings to set it on so it's easy to upload, because we've all been there before where we've wanted to upload a video and not been able to do it. And that way I'll be able to help you to upload it. And I'll be there, or Nicole will be there to answer questions through Messenger if you can't get your one to upload. Okay, so I'll do what I can to be able to make it work for you if you're not real computer literate. Yeah.
All right, Kingatow. Oh, sorry, Tow King.
Yep.
Upload tow truck tray skids to the Kingatow parts page. Well, Matt, I'm going to be in this. Where do I send it?
Okay.
Kingatow page.
It'll be on the. No, don't do it now. No. Okay, we're going to make a day of it. We're going to go into this lockdown, right? And once we've been in lockdown for a couple of days, I'll do a live stream, and everyone will have heard of this, and then we'll organise it like 2 days' time at 12 o'clock lunchtime, where we're going to start uploading them. We'll go one at a time, and I'll go live, and we'll talk about them. I'll put them on the big screen. You guys will be able to watch them on Facebook as well. Okay, don't start posting them up now. Let's make a day of it, and we'll have a mad afternoon of shed skids, and everyone gets to show their car. We'll have a big day of it, eh? What do you reckon? It's going to be mad. I'm looking forward to it. But don't do it now. Let's do it together as a bit of an event, yeah? And then if you missed out the first time, we'll do it again in 2 or 3 days' time. Okay, so what do you reckon? Mad.
All right. So, in other words, follow the Parts Finder page to see what's happening and when it's happening.
I'll actually put up a small video, okay, with a thumbnail of a burnout saying live event. I'll make sure everyone knows, okay? Yeah, we'll work it out, guys. You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
This is why we watch.
Mother. This is a mongrel to weld this stuff.
FGX. I was meant to do circle work in my ute today, but this virus and the event got cancelled. Hopefully it comes back bigger and better next year.
What event was that, buddy? Whereabouts was that event? That one got me right on the arse. Don't laugh.
Why not? It's funny.
Burn you with this. That is absolutely atrocious, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, you come right up to the camera to show them.
No. Oh, I'm so old, dudes. Jesus. Absolutely atrocious. Some of that had like a 10 mil gap. The sizes are so much different. You won't notice it with the
With the wrap.
yeah.
All right.
I think I should cut that other bracket there off because not going to let you
Chris asked, is a private road allowed?
I don't care, honestly, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to be ridiculous and go out on the street, it's entirely up to you. But that's not sort of what it's about. It's not about the biggest, elaborate skid. It's just a bit of fun, okay?
Yeah.
It's just, it's not a, I can see this rapidly getting out of hand, but I would request that it doesn't. But if it does, that's also fine.
He may or may not post up some rules to qualify.
No.
No.
Do a skid.
Yep.
Do a skid. Max of 45 seconds. Don't kill anyone. You know.
Don't kill anyone. Don't hurt your car. Don't hurt anyone around. Yeah.
Yeah, just have some fun.
Don't do it on a public road.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Because no one wants to lose their license while they're in lockdown.
No, that's right. It's Don't make it to a current affairs knocking on my door.
Fantastic, Jonathan.
It's a hell of a name you've got there, dude.
Yeah. Do a skid in the tow truck. That's just a... Tow King asked, ask Red how old he is.
43.
There you go. Mr. Jack, 121. Do we get extra points for having Kingatow stickers? That's a good question.
Always.
Always.
Always extra points for repping.
Yep. So that's Kingatow stickers and shirts.
Extra points too if your sister's a full smoke show.
FGX. I was meant to do circle work at Keith Diesel and Dirt Derby.
Okay. Is it some event that was on today, is it?
I believe so. Yeah, that's right, Matt. It's driveway burnout.
Just a shed skid afternoon.
Yeah. Mitchell, how are you, Red? I hope you and family are safe.
Yeah, we're all good. The girls are a bit pissed off because they can't go to school. Nicole's a bit pissed off because she's got to put up with the kids that are pissed off. Yeah. No, everything's pretty good so far. Thank you for asking. Not much really changes in my world. Been working through all this, like I haven't stopped working yet. Things are starting to slow down as of Tuesday. I've got a fair bit on, have had a fair bit on the last few days still.
Are they stainless?
Yes.
That's probably why you're having a bit of trouble.
That would explain it. Well, there you go. There you go.
So why would they paint it when it's stainless?
Yes, I know.
There was one comment here. Red from Kingatow. Red looks exhausted, literally.
I'm old and lazy.
Between the Kingatow stickers and the Dirty D22, I've got this in the bag. Don't forget your Kingatow shirt.
Yeah, so the skid is just a basic burnout, guys. We're not looking for anyone to, it's just a bit of fun. It's no big...
It's not summer nats.
No, it's just having a bit of fun. Let's not let it get out of hand. We all know, I can... My spidey sense is tingling, and I can see where it's all heading, and yeah. But, sounds good to me. All right, let's wrap it, not post pack it. Here we go. All right, so I'll put that one there because we're going to do this one first. because it's not hot anymore. The paint's sort of dry.
All right.
There.
Where do you want to set up for this?
Not too sure yet. Just give me a sec. I will get out. I brought some tools and stuff to do this. That bucket there obviously has a leak in it. Might turn that welder off and push it out of the way. I finished welding, haven't I?
Yes.
Yeah. So who's keen? Like, hit that like button. How many likes we got so far? And
29.
29 likes. Is that all, guys? Come on.
We've got 24 watching.
All right. I'm guessing all you guys have already liked, but yeah. So bit of shed skid action, hey. As you guys watch the video on the replay, just hit that like button now so I can see how much interest there is, so I know how much thought to put into it and how much effort. Okay. Whether I make it into a big deal or whether we just poke around and do a little bit. So just let me know. Hit that button. Yeah.
Hit it, leg it, smash it, kick it.
Yeah. Make sure your sister's involved. You would like to see a bit of sister on sister action. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Alright. Let's see if I make a mess of this. Now, I bought the actual proper clamps and wire things to do this chisel. But, yeah, alright, so I bought those bands because apparently they're what you use to do them. And I bought the tie things. We'll have a play with this first, okay, and see how they work. I bought some more clay bar and sat it on there, which obviously wasn't the smartest thing to do at all, not even a little bit. What we might actually do is put it in that. See that? I'm an ideas man. We don't need that anymore in my toolbox. All of that really, that's rubbish. That's rubbish, that's rubbish. There's some more ties, so they all the same. 100 piece, 4.5. Okay, so they're a 4.5 by 270 mil ties. I think they were about 15 or 20 bucks or something for all of those on Fleabay. There's a V&C Commodore ashtray with no cracks. Look at that, mate. That's where it's at. That's where I hide all my good stuff. In here. Okay. Right. Righto. Let's try this thing out. Come with instructions. Yep, sort of. Kind of, Barry. I'm honestly have no idea what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm pretty sure that they actually came with ties as well, with the actual thingo, but I could be mistaken. I'm just keen to hear what the bike's going to sound like. Being an old person and all. How come you wanted to know how old I was, Toking?
All right. How are you with toilet paper from Mitchell?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm all right. Like I've never really had much trouble with it. It works. Sometimes it slips, but I generally don't get any on my fingers. How will you go with it? Does it work all right?
Matt, got any dunny paper red?
I think there's a roll and a half here, or maybe half a roll left, depending on what's sort of been going on.
Yeah. Chris says cops will be out and about while lockdown is on, from what I've heard. So I suggest if you don't have private property, don't do a skid or yeah, don't do a skid or do it on the street.
I suggest that we just do it if we can stick to shed skids, just a shed skid, that's sort of where it started. Let's not get it out of hand during this Corona carry on, because we will get our ass kicked, and we might be able to escalate it a bit later where we come up with a better plan. Let's see how many people get into it and enjoy it, and then from there we will see what happens, eh? What do you reckon, guys?
You can have my sister from Mr. Jack.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
Mitchell.
You're a team player, buddy. That's
Yeah.
nice. Thank you.
Mitchell, have you been getting any deals at Super Cheap?
Mate, yeah. I was at Super Cheap today. I bought what I bought today. I'll show you. These are mad. Look at that. They're 3.8 drives, so they're smaller. And you can get in, like they're small, battery small, and like a little rattle gun. Like I'm going to get doing this Jag tomorrow. These are going to be freaking awesome.
He's just used to holding on to small things.
Yeah, it's me. I got small hands and a small willy.
What's this?
I have absolutely no idea.
Chris. Oh, Chris said, "Red, not your new pants.
Try my pants.
Back is covered in dirt."
No. It's just how I roll.
Hey, Red, how you going? Say good day to your sister. From Matt.
I will. I'll let her know.
Secret Squirrel. Doing skids on public roads could look bad for the channel, which is true.
Yes, it is. That's why it's just shed skids, something little, nothing too extravagant.
Shed, carport.
Yeah, just a little, like
Yep.
30 seconds max, so it's easy to upload. Just a little bit of Corona relief.
Don't destroy your tyres.
Oh, I see how it works, I think. You put that thing there in there. That goes in through a bit further, right? The little clip bit goes in there, so you open that there up, right? That thing sits just there.
Matt said,
That goes there.
Matt said, tell him it's driveway burnout. So shed, carport, driveway, as long as it's in your yard and not out in public.
Yep, that's it. Otherwise, you're disqualified. There you go. So, if you can see, it's got the little clip bit,
You
right?
might have to come a bit closer.
There's a little clip bit that goes in there, that's there. And then as you squeeze it, it pulls that thing there through. See, that's getting longer there now. All right, and then you must, when you turn that there, that must lock it, does it?
Oh, cuts it.
That cuts it. That's not what I wanted to do, I don't think. Oh, must go the other way. All right, I'll try that again. But it did lock it though. It locked it, but it cut the wrong bit. So it must have to go. I never claimed to know how to do anything, guys. This is basically my life.
Yeah. Toe King, I don't know if I read this one. He said, I'm 39 and feeling old.
Feeling old? I am old. I'm bloody old as. Old as blazes.
Mr. Jack 121, you got my whole family watching tonight.
I'll mind my manners a little bit. Hello, family. How are you?
Oh, we're at 32 likes now.
I'm trying to work this out.
They must want that bike skid.
Once it goes through, you don't actually have to cut it off. It's a one-way deal. So the straps actually only go one way. So how I had it the first time, which was that way, so that bit there goes, hang on. That went that way, went round. So that went in there like that, around into that, no, the other way. I will get there, guys. Just bear with me. I never claimed to be very smart. So that goes in there like that. And when it goes in, so that goes in there. So it's got that little clip bit. And that bit there slots into that there. And then that goes around. And then you open up your little jaws of life. Okay, so am I in the
Need a
camera?
sponsorship from a super cheap sponsorship.
It would be nice, but at the same time, I'm happy poking along.
Yeah. Gearheads Oz would pop a set anywhere. Yes, but with Red's reputation, it's, yeah.
Okay, so that there goes through. That thing there coming down underneath, okay? You drop that in, so that there. Okay, so that's there. Push that through till it gets to the jaw bit.
Bring that closer so they can actually see.
Oh, sorry. That there gets through, hopefully to that bit. And pull that little bit down to there, and then you can squeeze it until it tightens down. But the problem I have is, how am I going to do that with a bit of pipe? All right. I'll sit down and do it. Yeah, I don't know how it works yet. Obviously, I didn't do any homework on it, guys. I just bought the tool and then, yeah. So, all right. So, if I've got the strap on there, that goes around.
I'll lower this down a bit so you can see.
Yeah. So that'll be there like that. That'll be going on like that. That goes on there. And then I get that on there somehow. It must just sit with just that edge bit to it there. So that'll go into there. Was that a, Mr. Jack, was that a my whole family's watching, please behave yourself? All right, so then we just tighten down like that, which will make that come out. Yep, which it is. Tighten all the way down. But that doesn't really work either, because how's that going to tighten down? Like it's, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Unless you just wrench on it like that.
All right, Chris, I'm 50, not feeling a day over 20, still kicking the footy with the boys and going to the gym.
I went to the gym every day when I was out the mines. It needs to be like right there. So, but that doesn't work either, to get it right there. Every day, twice a day when I was working out the mines, I came home to work for myself, and Mia turned up, and dudes, I got a full gym at home, and I haven't been in there. Like, I looked for some car parts in there the other day, but that's about the extent of it. Like, it's just no time. The glamorous life of me. You know, like this is not just happening for me, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this silly looking contraption that doesn't really work. What do you reckon, Jake?
Read the instructions.
There are no instructions?
No. What's your take on the Freedom 500 race?
I think it's going to be awesome. I think it'll be some good content. It's a shame that they did have apparently some production company coming to do all the filming and stuff, which would have been great. Good on him for having a bash. It's a bit of a go with the old Cletus. Yeah, I think it should be good. I think it's $10 or something. It's not a lot of money. I'm not too sure. I don't know whether I'll, depending on what's going on, I may watch it. I'm not sure. All right, I'm just going to not worry about that. I'm just going to use pliers and pull it tight and then cross my fingers. What do you reckon?
Yes.
Start with cable ties so they're there, and then from there I'll work out the wire. So I'll grab some cable ties.
All right. Jack said, my wife said she hears worse out my mouth.
Yeah, but I'm still not supposed to do it. And I'm sorry for any young kids and mums that are out there listening to me potty mouth my way along through the evening. I shouldn't, and I'm sorry. I will try to just stay there. I'm just going to grab cable ties and cable ties and our wrap.
What's this? What's the legal limit to send in shed skids? Because I've got a few.
What's the legal limit for what?
What's the legal limit to send in shed skids? Because I've got a few Where's that gone? I got a few tyres. Yeah.
I don't want us to get too carried away, guys. I want it just to be a bit of fun. It's not too serious. Let's not take it too serious. Let's just...
Keep it one entry per person?
Yeah, one entry would be good, you know.
What was it, 30 or 45 seconds?
Yeah, 30 to 45 seconds, because the actual video size is going to limit what you can upload. That's what's going to stop you. If you do a massive burnout that goes for freaking 10 minutes, you won't be able to upload it because the file will be too large to go to the page. Okay, so Facebook will limit. I don't want to scratch my muffler up. Maybe I should wrap it in tape or something. But anyway, yeah, Facebook will limit the size of the file that you can upload.
Yes.
That's where you're going to run into trouble for being too adventurous.
I like the post you shared about Prince Charles from Secret Squad.
That was gold, wasn't it?
Yes. Do you want to just turn that light around so it's not... Yeah.
Okay, now, I need to roughly wrap it so I can get a length and then go from there, I think. So...
What if you wrap it back up?
And then work our way around, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. That's a good idea. Good diarrhea. It's a good bit of diarrhea you've just poked out there, Jake.
Most people think I buy cars, but really I'm a builder and I find it funny to take it as a compliment. Yeah. That's from Chris.
I didn't understand that. But
Yeah, I'm just trying to... I think I fucked up when reading it. Whoops. I swore.
So I'm just wrapping all this back up. I've wet it all down, and so it makes it easier to handle. I'm just going to wrap it up. I'm going to cable tie the end of it so it sits in place. We'll throw a few extra cable ties on it along the way as well to hold it in place. And so I'm going to have to let this sit overnight, aren't I, before I even fit the pipes back up. So we won't even be starting this up tonight. Anyway, it gives us an excuse to play motorbikes again tomorrow. Mad. We are going to be back tomorrow. Well, I am. I don't know if Jake's doing tomorrow, but I'll be pulling the motor out of the Jag tomorrow. I think he wants to come and play Jags anyway so he can learn a bit more about his car. Am I reading that situation properly, Jake?
Yeah, I've got to clean up my yard a little bit, and then I'll be over.
Yeah. I'm not getting up really early tomorrow. It's the day off I've had in a long time.
Yeah. What night is again? Matt, is that about the little skid competition?
It'll be during the day, so we don't wake kids up and stuff. It'll be if the lockdown happens, it'll happen. If the lockdown doesn't happen, we'll do it on a Saturday anyway. Okay?
Yeah.
So it may be a weekday, it might be a weekend. Between all of us, we will work it out when we're going to do it. Okay? Yeah, so it's just a shed skid, small one, 30 seconds, just a bit of a play. We'll get to see everyone's car. You'll upload it to the Facebook Parts Finder page. So if you're not a member of the Kingatow Parts Finder page, it is a request. You have to be approved to be a member. We had to do that to keep the dickheads out. Okay? That way I can sort of keep a little bit of a control on weirdos and wankers. Okay, and then, but yeah, join up. I'll approve you if you look like a normal person that's, got car stuff and that. And then, yeah, you'll post it up onto there. I'll be live, so you'll be doing... I'll be live. We'll watch your one. We'll have a chat about it, have a bit of a laugh, say hello to your sister.
Best bet is to follow the Parts Finder page and you'll see what's happening.
Yeah, that's it. I'll make sure that there's plenty of notice so you all know what's going down, and yeah, we'll work it all out. Okay? It will all work out perfectly.
If you wrap it the opposite way, it won't unravel on you.
That way?
Yep. Actually, no, I was wrong. It's... Sorry, yeah, no, you're going the right way. Mitchell, what's the best trade to do after school?
I'm a little bit biased because I enjoy welding. There's no big money though in welding, and there's no old boilermakers because it's very hard on your body. I enjoy it, but just because I enjoy it, it doesn't mean you should do it. The best trade. I like truck driving. I know it's not a trade. You can't do it straight out of high school though. So
Look at it, I'll just grab this light.
yeah.
You're tangled up in the cord.
Mate, I don't know these days. Like mechanical trades is a bit dead these days, I suppose, with the mechanical trade with the electric cars coming out. Who knows where it's going to end up? You'll always need sort of mechanics, I suppose, because you know, there's always going to be brakes and there's always going to be door handles, and there's always going to be, you know what I mean, all that sort of stuff. But auto trimming, I would really like to be an auto trimmer. I think it's a pretty cool sort of job. It's a very creative job. So auto trimming, I'd like to do myself. Yep, grab another each there, I reckon. We'll do a couple at the end there. Putting the water on it seems to make it pretty easy to work with, guys. Here or something. Yep. Just there's good. Alright, so I'm just using cable ties there for now, guys. I'll come back. Can they see what's going on?
Yes. I'll come closer.
So I'm just basically wrapping it around, guys, just overlapping sort of halfway along a bit, I suppose. It's not the easiest sort of, it can get mixed up pretty easily, I suppose. I've never done this before, as a lot of things that I do, but it's 50 mil wide strip. I'm doing it sort of halfway, I suppose. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to get a wet ass, but I'll be bloody sore otherwise.
Have you got your little vice?
Oh, that's all right. So just wrapping it, and I don't know how much they recommend to overlap, but I think that's too much. If you go on too much of an angle, it seems to want to bind up a bit.
I think it's 50-50 when you're overlapping.
Yep, which is pretty well what I'm sort of going for. I don't know, I'm happy so far. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. What comments are there?
Can they see? Or?
Yeah. So it was I hope I don't go through the wall as the Tory is a bit mental. Yeah.
I'd probably face it out of the shed then, perhaps. What do you reckon? Is that a bit of a good idea? I don't know about that bit there. I reckon I need to come back again and redo that. It's a bit...
Yeah, here they said cut it into shorter pieces so you get it tighter.
Okay, so you reckon cut it. It's pretty tight.
Well, might be easier to manage too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to sort of half wrap it somewhere near the right length. I'll do that. I'll wrap it up now, and then I'll come back, go back, cut it, and then redo the whole thing again.
Does Jake get free car parts for working for you?
He doesn't work for me.
I just sit here and watch.
He doesn't work for me. He's just a friend. I help him out at time to time. He's just a mate. He doesn't work for me. He's just here pissing about tonight, filling in time.
Matt said, make sure you wind it tight.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wind it on now, right? So I can get it cut into a manageable size, right? And just estimate and then cut a bit extra off and then come back through and redo it.
The fun part is you're going to be nice and itchy tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll get this done and then I'll pull the pin on it. We'll get this wrapped up and let it dry overnight before I put it on the bike. I might be able to put it on. I've got to work out those strap things yet. I don't know. We'll see where we end up.
Oh. 1.2.
I'm already itchy, like the fiberglass stuff's getting me already. Bugger of the stuff that it is. At least this is the hardest one because it's the longest one.
Yeah, which will make the other one easier because there'll be less to throw around.
Cool, you work that out. So they can see what's going on.
Yes, which is
Cool.
Any more comments? Yeah, do it tomorrow, mate.
Do what, the shed skids?
Put the pipes on, I'm guessing.
Yeah. We'll wait for the shed skid thing for a couple of days or a little while. We'll let the momentum build and get a few more people on board, guys, so that we make a big event of it, you know what I mean? It'd be nothing worse than just 4 of us doing skids and then that's it, you know? But if we make it of a, make a bit of a day of it, it'd be pretty cool, you know?
The more they join in, the better.
Yeah, that's good. I don't think I need to go any further up there, so if I just give that another about there, that'll be plenty. All right, now I'll unravel that again, guys, into another roll. I'll whack that back in the water so it stays supple. It'll be supple-tura. And then, yeah. You reckon you've worked her out? Jake's trying to work out how those pliers work for the cable ties. I've had a pretty productive day today. I never get time at the workshop, and I've got that mini manifolds almost done. I'll finish that off tomorrow. Got the Jag into place, took the other Jag home, decided to run standard wheels on the Jag, which I'm actually very happy about. It's just spewing that I've chopped all the back of the Jag apart and took all the bump stops out. But that might be alright anyway, because if she is a bit of an animal and we go to the racetrack or something, at least I can run a pair of street slicks or something on it, which will be pretty cool. And they'll still fit under and not chew out the sidewalls. So, yeah. Oh. Starting to get itchy. I'm glad I had jeans on today.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
No. Not only because I'd be burnt by now from the welder, but all right, so all up the top there is really good. There's a bit of a bugger. That, getting around that O2 sensor.
Yes. Actually, you want to pass me that pipe and the other one, and I'll have a go at that. The wrap and the other.
You reckon you've worked those tags out of it?
No. I think you bought the wrong one.
Okay.
There's two different types that it's showing, and one, it sits flush to it.
Yep. That'd be right. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
This is, like, I've heard this is quite hard to do, but I must be doing it wrong or something then, because so far it seems to be going on pretty. I suppose if you were doing a set of extractors and not just a straight pipe, then yes, you can't get the angle too stiff either, Jake, or it binds up a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose if you were doing a set of extractors and you couldn't get in and around the other pipes, then I can see that it'd be a bit of a mission. But yeah, I just can't believe how much I'm enjoying building a Korean motorbike, the cheapest one I could get. Well, really free. I swapped it for a car, I suppose. Yeah. They can see the camera.
Yes. I got all the way up to the light's feet, so they can see up to the light and up to the wall over there.
Right, cool. Nobody can cut me piece too short. I'm getting scared now. I'm getting near the end. Do you guys watch Raisa Miata, old rod knock over in the States? He plays with a lot of junk too. He's pretty good. He has a bit of a crack, has no idea what's going on, a bit like myself. Pretty entertaining, wrecks a lot of stuff. Yeah. He's pretty good though. He's got a bit of a following from what I can see, which is pretty cool. Young bloke having a crack. I wish that I could have done this stuff, you know, in my 20s. You know, but I suppose in my 20s, I wasn't who I am today. You know, I perhaps couldn't have done what I do now, wouldn't have had the experience that I've got to be able to do what I do now. You know, so don't scratch into that pipe. And also the girlfriends I had back then wouldn't support the insanity that I create in my world too. There's that. Finding females that understand about crazy obsessive compulsive disorders. You need to buy every single car that you see. Very lucky that Nicole just lets me do what I do, I suppose, and not carry on. But we wouldn't be together if she wouldn't, I suppose, so there is that. I pity my girls, like the boyfriends when they go to get married or whatever. You know, like, yeah, me as a dad and those blokes having to sort of provide like me and yeah, just make things happen. It'll be interesting. How you getting on, Jake?
Yeah, my wrist is not liking it.
You're going to miss out tonight, are you?
What?
That was funny, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that was. I'll give you that one.
Oh shit, lucky I put that extra bit on it. Like, I reckon I'm very, very close to not even having enough. I'll be spewing.
Yeah, mine's not coming out knowing you're as good as yours, but...
Alright, that's me, I reckon, guys. Like I might just grab a cable tie and whack it around that. That's me done. I honestly thought I was going to have about a foot left. Like, I thought I had, I would have liked for that to have finished somewhere else, not right at the top, but yeah.
Don't you have to fold them back?
Yeah, we can do that. Alright. That's me. Don't get going if it's not neat.
Yeah, no, I've stuffed up there.
Okay, well, I'm happy with that. I've just got to work out those cable tie things now. And then, where are they, the steel things?
They're right there.
Yeah, they come up good, guys. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty even all the way through. And now I want the clip to be at the back. That to be around the back there. Like that. And probably pointing downwards too, so that way. So got any comments there, Jake?
Yeah, just dry off my hand, and yes, there's a few that I've got to catch up on.
Right, so that's the back. So if I can push that to there. And that. Yep. Just let it lay down.
Yep.
Is there a pair of pliers handy?
There is those little side cutters.
I don't side cutters. Alright, so what do we got? Is anyone telling me that I'm doing it wrong?
Probably, but I think I was doing worse.
I might have to get some tyre wire, I think.
Are you guys allowed late night showers? My missus doesn't let me. That was Chris.
What do you mean, late night showers?
Hadzi, I mean, if you cut it into easy 2 meter lengths, it's easier to wrap.
Okay.
And you can get it tighter. Okay.
Mine's pretty good, man.
Yeah, don't look at mine. I unwrapped it anyway. Where am I up to? Do you know the Haggard Garage days? You might now.
I wasn't around for his Haggard. I've heard him speak about it, but I haven't gone back and watched any of that stuff. Yeah. I've never really had time to. But yeah, it sounds like it was pretty bloody ridiculous, but like some of I know the crap that he does now is pretty dodgy, and yeah, like he goes out in some of these cars that are so bad. Like, if you reckon I've got crap, he's got crazy crap. I reckon I'm going to get tie wire to do those at the back, guys. It's just not cricket. I'm not real happy with how they are. But yeah, that'll be all right. It can dry anyway, and I'll revisit that tomorrow.
Hey Red, can you still throw him?
What's that?
I don't know.
What do you mean, go out fighting? I haven't been out fighting for years.
That stuff is horrible. It's itchy.
It is a bit. I might just do what I've done with the other one and cut it down to a manageable sort of length. And then I don't drink anymore. I don't go out fighting. It's been years, guys, since I've done that crap. It's just not who I am these days. I don't go looking for trouble. I'm not really that interested. I'm a respectable businessman. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris said I can't have showers after 10 p.m. on weekdays if I have a late night at work.
I don't really understand myself. Like, you need to have a shower before you go to bed, dude. What difference does it sort of make? Like, do you have little kids? Do they wake them up? Does she not like showers? Maybe she likes the way you smell, dude.
Not sure. I wasn't going to wash this stuff off.
There's good hand cleaner in the bathroom, dude, near the toilet. Jake's got all the fiberglass all over himself, and he Nara leaves next to the girls play musical bedrooms at home. They constantly move bedrooms and stuff. At the moment, she's next to the bathroom, partly because you couldn't have showers late because Mia was in that room, and you'd wake her up, and then once she's gone to bed, you just want her to stay in bed, I'm telling you. But yeah, but I can't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. Jake will read the answer in a second, mate, and let us know what's going down. Could you unplug the O2 sensor at the back there, Jake, so I can screw it in, please?
Yep.
All right.
I swear washing my arms made it worse.
Once we've done this, we'll probably pull the pin in, because I'll be covered in the shit as well.
It's worse because I put it all over my pants.
Lesson learnt there, eh? So anyone that's going to do this, so if you could unplug that O2 sensor, that way I can plug it in there and wrap it around it. And then we need to find out about this after 10 p.m. showering, because I sort of need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
See if I need to implement some rules. You find it?
Yep. Does not want to come out though.
Get it, or did you break it?
No, I got it.
No. Cut a cable tie?
No, it's actually trying to.
I've lowered it too far, have I? You can't get the wire.
No, it's not going to come out unless you take that out.
Don't worry about it in there. It's fine. Just plug it back in if you can, so we don't forget it.
Yeah. If I can get back to it.
So let's find out about his shower time.
Alright. Just don't use the stuff as toilet paper is what FGX said.
Alright, I'll take that under advisement, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mitchell, what's the cameraman drive? Series 3.
XJ6.
Yep.
Jaguar.
If you go back in the video, you'll see it.
There's a green one, you'll see it. He swapped it for the motorbike.
Yes.
Ages ago.
Looks like you pissed yourself, mate.
What do you mean, looks like? I have.
Yeah. Mitchell, he's gone quiet. Who? I seen on FGX, I seen on eBay someone was selling toilet paper for $5,000. I hope they get done for doing that.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Yeah. You just don't buy it and put it on the internet so you can
It's a shit
double
hobby.
your money. Yeah. Oh, shower man, he's gone quiet.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Chris says, I've got a 2-year-old who sleeps in the same room as me, and the missus is noisy as if I've... Hang on. And the missus, and is noisy if woken up, and will wake the other kids up. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it hard, doesn't it? Is there as a truck driver, sharing at servos was something that is very common for me to do. If you had a bag in your car, you could stop at your local truck stop if there's one on the way through on the highway, and maybe go and use the truck stop, dude. That might be a bit of a solution for you. It wouldn't be the first time I've sort of had to do that, not to wake everyone up. Yeah, it might be a bit of a solution. If you live in a town that has a large truck stop, just have a work bag, you know what I mean? And there you go.
Yeah.
Problem solving with Kingatow.
Chris, you must not be having any more kids then. I normally spend the night at a mate's. Is what Chris said.
Okay. Let's go.
Remind me to never wrap an exhaust.
Don't wrap it, post packet.
Yeah. I'll just give it to you to do.
I think I've cut this too short again though. But anyway, we'll work that out in a minute. You did pick a hard one to do though.
Yeah.
This was the turns on it.
Yeah, which is the annoying part.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that this being the second one you're doing, it's coming out twice as good.
Yeah. Well, I might have to unwrap the other one and redo it perhaps, but we'll see how we go. Doesn't mean I can't buy some more and do it again another time. But
double wrap it.
You've got to have a go at these things, guys. You know, like I've always wanted to do this. It's been on a list of ones to do for bike builds, but I've just every bike it hasn't needed it. It hasn't worked that way that I wanted to. Yeah, I haven't cut enough for sure. Oh, I don't know.
You might just make it past the weld.
Yeah.
Now that you're on the straight.
I've been on the straight for a long time. I don't hang out at public toilets like yourself.
Mitchell, did you ever get any diesel stolen when truck driving?
No. No. Worst thing that I ever had was a dolly, or the lever for my dolly got pulled, so the trailer come undone. What I'm gonna have to do, I need that bloody O2 sensor in it. I've got plenty of material, but yeah.
Undo the other one.
It's tight.
Oh.
That's definitely not coming out.
No. Not unless you're cutting the plug off.
No, that's right. Hang on. What else we got? Give me that that there. That'll do. There we go. Beautiful.
Right.
Where there's a willy, there's a way. See? See that?
Yeah. Chris said I only slept one night dirty and woke up with a rash everywhere.
I shouldn't laugh. Yeah. That's terrible, dude. But yeah, is there a truck stop near you, dude? Like, it might be a bit of a solution. You'd be surprised how clean and tidy truck stop bathrooms and that are, man. I'm happy with that, guys. That's come up really well. Then that'll come out and I'll put my O2 sensor in. So I might chop that now and double it back. So I'm so itchy, dude.
Yeah. That is your phone going off?
Yep. We're almost done here anyway.
Yeah, I remember that one thing they said was to, fold it so it doesn't just start.
Frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get some tie wire from somewhere and just have to tie wire the ends. I'll put those clamp things on too because they look clean, like the silver clamps.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah. All right, guys, that's the result. I'm very happy with that. Come up quite good. I am very itchy. itchy and scratchy. And I know you think it's funny, but it's not. Just saying. Just saying. And my fingers are all wet and they feel like I'm going to slice them open on these cable tie things. But it could be worse. I could have the coronavirus.
Which is true.
Yeah. Do you see where China started it all and they're all kicked off again and back to the, you know, doing whatever they do in China, eat Chinese food or whatever it is. But
soup.
There we go. I can make these clamps work, man, because they're just one way. Just grab a hold of the end of it just there.
Yep.
And then use the screwdriver as a push thing, and then push it back with the screwdriver.
Awesome.
That works. That's tight as a nun's nasty. Yeah, dude. Some days it's good to be me. Today's not that day, and I'll let you know when it is. I might do 3. Does 3 sound like the appropriate amount of clamps?
We'll see.
Yeah, so if you haven't got a clamp thing, guys, you put your left foot in, put that there, and then get your screwdriver, flat one, and lever it against it, because they're only a one-way clamp, and it comes up tight. Get that close to the other one so they're in the same spot. And Bob's your uncle.
Chris said I don't have any truck stops nearby, so I just go to my mates.
Yeah, that's cool. Just a thought, mate.
Yeah. Mitchell, who's got more money out of, was this LZ and Cletus? Are they the same rings on the drive shaft? What's this?
On CV shafts, I think so.
Yeah.
I think these are the same sort of clamps. Yes. I'm not sure who'd have more money out of them. I think that LZ's been at it for longer. Cletus, I think Cletus comes from money though, but I'm not too sure, to be completely honest, guys. I think that Cletus went to university, whereas LZ was a pretty good BMX rider, wasn't he? Sponsored BMX rider? I don't know. But whatever they've got, I personally think they work hard at it every day. And they've done quite well. And yeah, good on them. I think they provide a lot of good content. I don't know. Do you watch them, Jake?
No. I watched a bit of Cletus.
Yeah.
Like that big giant burnout pad.
Yeah, they've been concreting it today, haven't they?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I think that both of them do very well. I think they deserve sort of what they've got because they do work hard at it every day. YouTube's not it's not the hardest thing in the world, but to do it constantly and to keep your head in the game, it is very, very hard. I'm telling you now, when you're having a bad day in your own life and you've got to go and face that camera again, yeah, some days it's not all cricket, eh? It can be very daunting, overwhelming, and it's not a pleasure at all, guys. It can be good too, and not only that, you get constant messages and. Yeah.
Chris said, any person who's a diesel mechanic knows how itchy you get. And Mitchell, yeah. Hang on. Was there a skate park in the back? Not sure. Chris, LZ went to uni and did BMX and a lot of BMX comps and won over 50k.
Good on him. There you go. I wish I was born 10 years later. I wish I was in my early 30s now because I would have enjoyed that sort of era instead of when I was, because I was right into BMX, but there wasn't the comps and the freestyle stuff and all that around when I was a young bloke, and I would have enjoyed that a lot, I think. But you know, I had my motorbikes and I got to learn carburetors and, you know, all that sort of stuff, I suppose, where a lot of guys these days didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like those guys that done BMX back in the day competitively moved through into the drift world a lot.
Yeah.
It seems to be a fairly popular sort of move. Yeah, I want to get these cables, these type of things on, so tomorrow I don't have to play with this thing and I can just put it on, because this itchy stuff is wild.
You did get a 15% low battery warning
on my phone?
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. My phone's about to go flat, so I've just been informed by my lovely assistant. So I'm going to pull the pin here. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be back again. We're going to pull the motor in the Jag. So if you guys want to come and join in, I'm not sure what time it'll be. I'll give you about an hour's warning though, a bit more than normal. Yeah, we'll get the pipes on this thing tomorrow, see what she's going to sound like with the new pipes. Yeah, and I really have to get the motor out of the Jag. That is my major thing that needs to happen, so it's ready for this lockdown, so I can get the red Jag up and happening. So I'm going to say thank you very much. You ready, Jake? Thank you very much, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We'll get all this shed skid day together, so just relax, don't start sending them in yet. If you haven't joined Kingatow Parts Finder page, go over there, join, so I can approve you, so you can be part of it. And yeah, thanks for joining in. Thanks for liking the videos. See you.
How do I stop this?
Press that cross up in the top corner.